Right now, one animal on your homestead could be paying your feed bill, filling your freezer, and putting cash in your pocket every single month. And almost nobody is raising it. Meat rabbits aren't just a cute backyard pet or a someday project. They're the fastest, cheapest, most space-saving protein you can produce on your land. No barn, no pasture, no tractor, no $1,000 startup. A single doe can produce over 100 pounds of meat a year, many times her own body weight, from a hutch the size of a coffee table. Yet most homesteaders walk right past them. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly why rabbits out-earn almost every other animal per square foot, and the simple system that turns one breeding pair into a real, repeatable income stream. Stick with me all the way through, because the guide I'll point you to at the end maps out every single step so you don't have to guess. Let's get into it. Let's talk about what's really going on. You want your homestead to make money, or at least stop bleeding it. But almost every path people push you toward costs a fortune before it pays you a single dime. Cattle? You need acres of pasture, fencing, a truck, a trailer, and thousands of dollars just to get one animal standing in your field. Pigs? A single feeder pig runs you $100 or more before you've bought one bag of feed. And feed prices have climbed hard. Some homesteaders have watched their input costs jump 30, even 40% in just a few years. Meat birds? You raise them for 2 months, and half your profit vanishes straight into the feed bag. Meanwhile, the grocery store is laughing at you. Good meat is $8, $10, even $12 a pound now. One trip to fill the freezer can run you $300. So you're stuck, priced out at the store and priced out of raising your own. And I'll be honest with you, I know exactly how that feels. You start to wonder if this whole dream of feeding your family from your own land is just a fantasy for people with money and 40 acres. It's not. The problem was never you. The problem is you got handed the expensive animals first, and nobody told you about the cheap one hiding in plain sight. Here's what most people don't realize. Raising rabbits for meat isn't some new homesteading trend somebody invented for the internet. People have been doing this for well over 1,000 years. Ancient Roman farmers kept rabbits in walled enclosures called leporia to guarantee fresh meat year-round. No refrigeration, no supply chain, no grocery store. Monks in medieval monasteries raised them through long winters because rabbits bred fast and fed a whole community on almost nothing. And during the hardest years of the last century, the World Wars, the Great Depression, rabbits quietly kept families alive. Governments literally handed out pamphlets telling ordinary people to raise backyard meat in the smallest spaces they had. Think about that. When times got hard, the animal people turned to wasn't the cow or the pig, it was the rabbit. So why did we forget? Because commercial agriculture couldn't scale it the way they scaled chicken and beef. There's no giant industry buying Super Bowl ads for rabbit meat, no feedlots, no billion-dollar lobby. An animal you can raise in your own backyard, from your own breeding stock, with your own scraps and hay, that's an animal the big food system can't own. So it got left out of the story. But the knowledge never stopped working. It was just waiting for people like you to pick it back up. In a minute, I'll break down exactly how one breeding pair turns into a year-round meat supply and real income. But first, hit subscribe and ring the bell because this channel is where self-reliant folks learn the skills the big food system hopes you never pick back up. Item 1. More meat per square foot than any animal you can raise. Let's start with a number that changes everything. One healthy doe, that's a female rabbit, can produce over 100 pounds of meat a year. Some homesteaders push well past that with good breeding stock. Now compare that footprint. One cow needs an acre or more. A rabbit needs a hutch you could fit on your porch. Here's why it works. Rabbits are bred, weaned, and freezer-ready in about 8 to 12 weeks. A doe can raise several litters a year, and each litter can be 6, 8, even 10 kits. On my place, one trio, a buck and two does, filled my freezer faster than a batch of meat birds ever did, in a fraction of the space. Here's your first step. Don't start with 10 rabbits. Start with 3, 1 buck, 2 does. Learn the rhythm before you scale. That single trio is your entire engine. But raw meat isn't even where the real money hides, and the next item shows you exactly where it does. Item 2, the feed bill that barely moves. This is the one that hooks every homesteader who's tired of watching feed prices climb. Rabbits eat things your other animals can't turn into meat. Grass, weeds, garden trimmings, carrot tops, dandelions growing free in your yard right now. A meat bird or a pig converts bagged grain into pounds. A rabbit converts your leftovers and your lawn. Pound for pound, rabbits are one of the most efficient meat converters on the planet. They turn a small amount of feed into a large amount of protein, and much of that feed can be grown or foraged for free. I cut my rabbit feed costs nearly in half the year I started growing a patch of comfrey and fodder just for them. Your step here? Plant a small rabbit garden. Comfrey, clover, plantain, a few rows of fodder. Free feed you grow once and harvest all season. Every pound of feed you don't buy is money straight back in your pocket, and that money multiplies fast when you hit the next one. Item 3, manure that pays you twice. Most people throw this away. That's a mistake. Rabbit manure is one of the only manures you can put straight on your garden. No composting, no waiting, no burning your plants. They call it cold manure. It's loaded with nitrogen and nutrients your soil is starving for, and it won't scorch tender roots the way chicken or cow manure will. So your rabbits feed you meat, and they fertilize the very garden that feeds them back. But here's the part nobody talks about. Gardeners will buy it. Bagged rabbit manure sells at markets and online. Some homesteaders sell it by the bag. Others let customers fill their own for a small fee. Your step, set a collection tray or bin under your hutches. Nothing gets wasted. Half goes to your garden, half goes to sale. You're getting a second income stream out of what other people pay to haul away. And there's a third stream hiding underneath these animals too. Item 4, selling breeding stock, the real money. Here's where the smart homesteaders quietly out-earn everyone. Selling rabbit meat is fine, but selling live breeding rabbits pays far, far more. Think about it. Every new homesteader who wants to start raising rabbits needs exactly what you have, a healthy buck and a couple of proven does. A butchered rabbit brings you the price of meat once. A quality breeding pair from good stock can sell for many times that, again and again, litter after litter. This is the same lesson experienced homesteaders learn with chickens. Hatching eggs and breeding stock beat commodity meat every single time. Rabbits are no different. I've watched people pay a premium for a pedigreed doe without blinking because good genetics save them years of guesswork. Your step. Start with a known, purebred meat breed. New Zealand, Californian, or a cross of the two. Keep simple records. That paperwork turns ordinary rabbits into premium breeding stock. You're no longer selling meat, you're selling the engine that makes the meat. And the next item makes that engine run through winter when everything else on your farm shuts down. Item 5, year-round production when everything else stops. Winter is where most homestead income dies. The garden's asleep, the hens slow their laying to almost nothing, the pasture's bare. Rabbits don't care. They breed and raise litters year-round, right through the cold. A rabbit's thick coat and a little wind protection is often all they need. No heat lamps, no electric bill, no fuss. That's meat on January, income in February. Freezer full in the dead of winter while your neighbors are living off canned goods. This is the self-sufficiency piece most people miss. True independence isn't summer abundance, Anyone can grow tomatoes in July. It's protein on the table in the months nothing else produces. Your step: give your hutches a dry, draft-free spot and keep water from freezing. That's honestly most of the winter battle right there. While the rest of the homestead sleeps, your rabbits keep working. And they do it in almost total silence, which brings us to the next one. Item 6. Silent, legal, and invisible to the neighbors. This one matters more than people expect. Roosters crow, pigs stink, goats scream like something's dying. Rabbits make almost no sound at all. That means you can raise serious meat and real income in places you'd never get away with other livestock: a suburban backyard, a small lot, a rented place, a neighborhood with rules. In a lot of areas where chickens are restricted or roosters are flat out banned, rabbits fly completely under the radar. No noise complaints, no smell drifting over the fence, no angry neighbors. Your step? Check your local rules, but know that rabbits are often classified differently than livestock, which means many people can raise them legally where a flock would be forbidden. You can build a quiet meat operation that nobody even knows is there. And when you're ready to turn all of this into actual profit, the last item ties it all together. Item 7. Stacking it all into real income. Here's where it clicks. One rabbit setup gives you not one income stream, but 4. Meat for your freezer, replacing $8 to $12 a pound at the store. Breeding stock sold live at a premium. Manure sold by the bag. And even pelts, if you learn to tan them, for crafters and makers. That's the secret experienced homesteaders live by. Never bet on a single product. Stack modest streams that each cover part of the bills. Rabbits let you do that from one animal, in one small space, faster than anything else on your land. I've seen a single well-run rabbitry cover a family's entire grocery meat budget and still turn a monthly profit. Your step? Don't try all 4 streams on day 1. Start with meat and manure. Add breeding stock once your does are proven. Layer them in one at a time. That's the whole system, and pulling it off in the right order is exactly what separates the folks who profit from the folks who quit, which is exactly what I want to talk about next, because I almost quit. Let me tell you how I got here, because I didn't start as a believer. A few years back, my feed bill was crushing me. Meat birds, a couple of pigs. Every month, that grain receipt got longer and my freezer got emptier. I was working harder and falling further behind. Somebody mentioned rabbits, and I'll be honest with you, I laughed it off. Rabbits felt like a kid's project, a pet in a cage, not real food, not real income. I figured you'd need 100 of them just to matter. But I was tired and I was broke, so I gave in and bought a trio. 1 buck, 2 does. Cost me almost nothing compared to a single feeder pig. The first litter changed my mind. 8 kits from 1 doe, ready for the freezer in about 10 weeks, mostly raised on garden scraps, hay, and weeds I used to pull and throw away. I sat down and did the honest math, the part most people skip. That one trio was on track to put over 150 pounds of meat in my freezer that year. My feed cost per pound was a fraction of everything else on the farm. Then a neighbor asked to buy a breeding pair, then another. Suddenly, the animals I almost laughed at were paying for themselves and then some. That was the year I stopped chasing the expensive animals and started building around the one I'd overlooked. Now, let me save you from the traps that sink most beginners, because I hit a few of these myself. Mistake number 1, starting with too many rabbits. Excited beginners buy 10 rabbits on day 1 and drown in chores and losses before they learn a thing. Start with 3, master the rhythm, then scale. Patience is the cheapest tool you own. Mistake number 2, choosing the wrong breed. That pretty dwarf bunny from the pet store will never pay you back. It's too small for meat. Stick with proven meat breeds, New Zealand, Californian, or a cross. Bred right, they hit 5 pounds in about 8 to 10 weeks. Mistake number 3, letting them overheat. Rabbits handle cold like champs, but heat can kill them fast. Above 90 degrees is dangerous. Give shade, airflow, and a frozen water bottle in the hutch on hot days. This one catches people off guard every summer. Mistake number 4, never tracking your numbers. If you don't know your feed cost per pound or which doe produces best, you're guessing. Keep a simple notebook. Breeding dates, litter sizes, weights. That paperwork is what turns a hobby into a profit. Mistake number 5, feeding them wrong. Too many treats, sudden diet changes, or moldy hay will wreck a rabbit's gut fast. Keep it simple. Clean hay, quality pellets, and safe greens introduced slowly. Avoid these 5 and you're already ahead of most people who ever tried. Now, picture your homestead a year from now. Your freezer's full. Protein you raised yourself for pennies on the dollar, while grocery meat keeps climbing past $10 a pound. Your garden's exploding, fed by manure that used to cost you nothing. A few times a month, a new homesteader drives out to buy a breeding pair from your proven stock and hands you cash for it. And through the dead of winter, when your neighbors are living out of cans, your rabbits are still producing. That's not a fantasy. That's what one small corner of your land can do when you build it right. This is what real self-sufficiency looks like. Not one big animal you're terrified of losing, but a quiet, steady system that feeds you, pays you, and can't be taken away by a supply chain or a price hike. You stop depending on the store starts depending on people like you. So let me ask you this. What's the one animal you've been putting off adding to your homestead? Drop it in the comments. I read every one, and rabbits might just change your mind. If this opened your eyes, hit subscribe and ring the bell. This channel is where self-reliant folks learn the skills the food system hopes you forget. Now, here's the honest truth. Everything I showed you today is the why, but the how, the exact breeding schedule, the feed formulas, the record sheets, the pricing, the step-by-step system that takes you from one trio to real monthly income, that's all mapped out in the guide linked below. I built it for people starting from zero. No guessing, no wasted years, just the proven path. Grab it before you buy a single rabbit, and you'll skip every mistake I made. Your freezer, your garden, and your wallet are waiting. Go build it.